Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another interesting video. Hopefully, this is on a 1998 Eurovan instrument cluster, and coming from California, I think. Let me just get the information on the screen so we can all see that. Let me get that here. Yes, from Napa, California. So this is Jordan Peana, and I think it's a shop. They said that this instrument cluster was working on a car, and it has a flashing oil pressure light. Gauges are not working at all. Not sure how is this even possible. I mean, it was even in a car, and the reason I'm saying that is missing things that I don't like immediately is missing the hold down bolts. You can see the needles everywhere. I mean, that is definitely a little concerning. Let me power it up, and you're going to see the reaction of the needles, which is very, very unusual. That's just with the battery on. And the battery on, let me see if we have anything in there that I can read. Well, yeah, it says 137,190 miles. The clock is not reading right, and we have no prindle, which is already a problem. That should be on. I'm going to put the ignition on. Okay, the prindle came on with ignition, which is actually also weird. And it's reading RPMs, but it should be on like 10 and not 20. Let's see if I can put the speed. Oh, I have to actually give me 1 second because I have not put that on. Need to enter the signals for the RPMs, not the RPM, the speed, and so I can actually try to see if the oil on the temperature even move. Well, we can see the temperature moving, and it looks like the needle of the actual fuel level is trying to move. I'm going to increase the temperature to see the oil light should be blinking right now, and it's not. At least now that I can see, yeah, there is nothing in there. So very, very unusual behavior on this cluster. Yeah, you can see how the fuel is trying to move to this position, but it's definitely not working. And we got no flashing lights, even though right now it should be in overheating. Well, right now I did flash the temperature one. I'm going to go back to reset. Yeah, it looks like the cooling temperature is trying to work. But let me see the speedometer. Eurovan. All right, let me inject the signal. It's already in like 500, like 5 miles per hour. One second to see if he actually even moved. Yeah, it's not moving. So yeah, the speedometer is not moving at all. This is a little bit of a concern on a cluster like this. Let me bring this down to the 10 miles an hour. Yeah, but we don't see anything, no movement on those. Let me see the lights. Well, we got the flashers. Not sure about the lights, so let me open it up and see what I see in here. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm trying to just show you this, and I understand they're all components, but missing and needles like that, this immediately indicates that somebody was here. And they said that this was something that they got like 2 years ago, or I'm like, yeah, 2 years ago, and you got the needles always like that. I'm like, how can you even be driving like that? You know, it's a little weird. But we'll see. When I open it up, I immediately would know what's happening, and you can always tell me all the information up front, or I will find out, and that will change the price. Because if this is a cluster that is original and it has not been touched or messed around, I have a regular price to repair. But if I open an instrument cluster and it's all destroyed or damaged, either I will not repair it and it will be just a test fee, or it will increase the repair exponentially because I have to now fix what somebody else attempt to do. And I hope that you all understand that. And that is very important, because when that cluster leaves here, it's now under my responsibility. And that's what everybody always expects, right? So you don't care what happened and who did that. It's like, you charge me, now you are the last one to charge me. Now you're fully responsible. And yeah, I got to be careful with that. All right, guys, let me see what I find. And also, I forgot to mention, this was packed so flimsy with no padding, no nothing, that the tabs, the whole, these down here are all broken. So the cover of this should be not just hold by the bottom tabs. Well, it should be hold by the bolts, which are not there. And this should be also hold by two tabs. They're now broken, and one was in the box. There's nothing I can do with that, right? All right, so I want to see if we have power to the lights. Yeah, there's no, oh yeah, there's two lights, and it's kind of weird because they're, hopefully you saw that, but they were like after, now they came on, and I saw for a second yeah, now the oil pressure is almost there. All right, something definitely is wrong inside, so let me keep going. Yeah, this is definitely, somebody was here. All the tabs are broken. Let me get this cover out of here, which is stuck. Yeah, that's why that motor was acting weird. The needles in the bottom in here. Let me get it out. But yeah, I mean, somebody has been in here. This plastic is burnt. Right here in this area, this plastic is burned. What I was saying is this pull down, you see it's like the bore is just there, but it's not really secured by anything. The tabs that hold this cluster bore are all broken. Yeah, this is definitely a joke. Yeah, this cluster is not definitely not going to be repairable. Let me just see very closely here. 1 second, guys. Not sure if I will be able to show you that, but this is like, I mean, super corroded, damage. No, this is beyond repair. Oh yeah, corrosion everywhere. Let me get it out, no matter what. I mean, and this is, what I always said. I don't care what you want to tell me. 1 second. Okay, I was saying, I don't care what you want to tell me. At the end of the day, it's your money that is going to be charged for the test fee. If you were honest and you tell me, like, yeah, I mean, maybe it's true. They don't have any history, but how can you have a cluster that has the needles like that for, 2 years? It's a little hard to believe. Like I said, you see the closet came off. Like this is not even in the correct position. All the hold downs for this should be hold by clips everywhere are completely broken. So is this live? A second, guys. Looks like something is happening. I'm giving you a zoom now closely to this board where you can get to see all this destruction. So we got corrosion everywhere on this resistor, broken motors. Somebody was here and burned this out. Let me see what else I see here. Something else fell out of here. That's the wheel for the motor, for the separate motor. As you guys are seeing that live, perfect. I'm just doing a quick visual inspection to see what else I see here. Yeah, because hopefully you can see that also here. Somebody has removed the LEDs and burned the plastic in here. And this is what I'm saying, you know, this motor is also not even installed properly. It's broken up. Whoever removed this, just pull it on there and then, you know, send it over. We got more corrosion and missing components in here. Hopefully you can see that in there, right where I'm pointing, right there. So there is missing components in here and a lot of corrosion. They removed a connector from here because there used to be a connector here. And it's not. Yeah, we got another broken tab in here. More garbage. You can see all the attempt to repairs or whatever happened in this board. And this is where I stop. And I say, you know, I'm sorry, but I don't want to get myself involved into something like this, because this will be, again, me trying to be the hero. And I don't want to be the hero. This is a business. I'm trying to help you, but I cannot be the hero, because usually heroes die in action. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, in this case, I stop right here. I will deem this as not repairable. It would have been nice if they told me the truth, or maybe, like I said, maybe they have been driving the car like this for 2 years. Who knows? But in this case, this is a no. No, definitely no. And we go from there. In this case, we'll try to maybe find one for them. I'm not sure if this is even the correct mileage for the vehicle, but if so, I can definitely transfer that to if I find one for them. Because I have in the past, I actually got one for a customer that I found brand new, still in the box. It was a little damaged, plugs and things like that, but obviously, 1997, 1998, it was actually, that was like finding the needle in the haystack, you know? And I did, and I fixed it, and happy customer, 100%. Brand new cluster. But that is not always, right? So, all right, guys, sorry it wasn't that good of a video, but at least I can, you know, show you and also address. Please be honest with me, because at the end of the day, it's your money that is going to be waste. If you say something for repairs and I connect it and I do my tests, it's going to be a charge. So all I'm trying to be is as transparent and honest the same way, both ways, because otherwise it will be just a waste of money. And obviously that's what is happening here. All right, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, please. That helps my small business a lot. Every time you subscribe, YouTube promote more and more my videos, and that's how you find me too. See you next time. Bye-bye.